I just came to the realization I am going to die alone and it's my fault. So I was chatting with this guy for a little bit. Like we were FaceTiming, we were texting, we were talking. Great guy, super nice, super.
When a woman says a guy is super nice, it's clear she really doesn't like him that much.
Super thoughtful, has a job, like the bar is so low, but like seriously so nice, has a job, like taller than me, dark and handsome, right? He sends me a picture of his outfit a couple weeks ago and I never answered. I haven't answered him since because the pants were so tight. Like they were so tight, and hear me out. Like this is definitely something that a girlfriend can fix, right? But before you get to the point of being able to fix that, you just have to live with that. Like I can't just respond to be like, those pants are too tight, you're not allowed to wear that. That's mean. And I'm crossing a boundary. We're not on that level. So before he fixes the pants, like say I were to actually get into a relationship with this man, he has to meet.
So she's critiquing how a guy is dressed, but she wears a t-shirt saying diva in distress, because that's what she calls herself on TikTok. Diva in distress.
Yes, I am wearing a Diva in Distress shirt. I haven't done like full promo for it yet, but they are available. All of my friends and my family with the tight pants. And then like eventually it would get to a point where I could be like, okay, you can't wear these tight pants anymore. But that is not my place right now to be like, you can't wear these tight pants. That's rude. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to move forward because I can't deal with the tight pants, but that's wrong. But I can't fix that. Boston, what do we do?
Another woman that wants to change a man after she gets into a relationship with that man.
You're never going to have a daddy. As he saw the TikTok, I repeat, he saw the TikTok. I posted that TikTok knowing he would never see it because he doesn't have TikTok. So I was like, this is a safe place. I could talk to my friends right now. Look at the text that he sent me. Look at the text that I got. Thought my new jeans might cheer you up. I said, stop, I'll kill myself right.
So she made fun of him online for everybody to see, and he still texted her. How much of a simp can you be, my guy? This is the problem, guys. There are so many simps in this world that would do anything for a woman just because she looks good. My guy, she will never respect you. She already said if she gets into a relationship with you, she will not allow you to wear certain stuff.
The wall. No man on earth can make it fall.
I haven't been choked in so long. I need to see what it feels like.
It's that I have noticed that irritates me to hell regarding men, and I think most people will notice more once I say it, is the way that men will call each other brother at any given chance, but you will never hear them calling a woman sister.
Alright, so I'm on here to rant about the fact that I feel lonely. And I don't know what it is. Is it the fall air? It's getting colder. And like, I'm freaking tired of being alone.
So in case you don't know her, I made a video about her yesterday. I will put the link to it here somewhere in case you didn't see it. So she was basically saying that she feels invisible. But she doesn't think that being 39 is old. Now she posted a new video that I just saw.
It's just saying it. It's great to be independent and all, but I just need someone. Like, I need someone genuine in my life because I'm getting older and I'm tired.
Yesterday in the video, ma'am, you were saying that 39 is not old. All of a sudden you changed your mind, ma'am. How come? Oh, because getting older and being alone all the time isn't fun. I wish more women would understand that they will probably live till 90. And being alone for 50, 60 years is not a flex.
I'm tired of doing everything alone.
I am looking for a bearded, baldy man that I think get called Bez to come and look after me. That is what I am needing, a bearded man. The application form is in the comments. You can apply.
There's that trend of like, oh, what do you bring to the table? And someone says I'm not a fucking waitress. Well, honey, I am the fucking table. I am the table.
Okay, ma'am, so you're a piece of wood that people eat on. Okay, I get it.
It's not about being a waitress or anybody else. I know that I am the table.
The guy I'm supposed to be on a date with right now, decided to cancel our date less than an hour before it started because I told him I can't drink alcohol due to a medical condition.
26-year-old girl working in tech. I would actually take a male middle-aged man as my boss over a woman any day of the week. I know that might shock people, but the reason being that younger women really get so much jealousy from like older women, where it should be the opposite. It should be like women, like we uplift others. I would always take like the middle age.
Women uplift women only publicly. Privately, they hate one another. Why? Especially if you're older, if you're an older woman. Why? Because you're competing for the same man that she wants, ma'am.
Aged man with like the family and the kids, like especially like a white middle-aged man.
I just want to know, like, am I that ugly that all these ugly guys? Oh my god.
Just by the way she said, oh my god, you can see she's a diva. She's the kind of woman that will overreact about everything and nothing will make her happy. From the start, guys, just 5 seconds and I know she's a red flag. No man should be with a woman like this. But somehow people date for months or years and they don't see red flags. I don't know how. I don't know how you cannot read people.
They're all so ugly. Like, they're all so ugly. Like, I just can't. They're so ugly and they're the only ones that want me. They're ugly. And then I ghost them. Like, I ghost because, like, I can't be bothered. And then they bother me again. Like, am I that ugly?
So I don't know if it's just like the men that I've gone out with historically or if it's men in general, but like majority of men don't care about anything. But what they do care about is, take my shirt for example. If this strap were to be like twisted, I would say 95% of the men that I've been out with would be like, I'm sorry, I really need to fix this and like fix it. 95. Same with like cords. If there's like a knot in like a charger, oh my god, I've never seen someone so motivated to untangle a cord.
Okay, ma'am, and do you understand why that is? It's because we as men, when there is a problem, we want to fix it. But you as women, when you have a problem, you want to talk about it. You want to vent about it with your friends. You want to be emotional. You don't want to solve the problem. That's why we're so different, ma'am. Guys, the worst part is that she doesn't even understand why men are this way. But she wants to find a man. It's so ridiculous, guys. It's so ridiculous. You want something, a man, but you don't understand men. Just think about it. You wanting, I don't know, whatever, an object, to buy something, but you don't understand what that object does.
And I don't know if this is men in general. Is this one of the only things that you actually care about? I'm not sure. Or if it's just the people that I surround myself with. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know who it was that said you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but I feel like millennial moms are actually proving that wrong every single day. Because if you were anything like me, you were always down to clown back in the day. You were certified good time back in the party days. And now you spend your time reading, gardening, baking sourdough, taking care of the kids.
So guys, she has a husband, she has kids, and she just made a video telling everybody that she was a 3 or 4 in her past. And she was down to do it all the time. Do you understand how much shame she brought to her husband? How her husband will be ridiculed by any guy that knows her personally. And she doesn't even understand that. Why? Because you have 3 or 4 tendencies and mindset. And you think this is fine. This is nothing bad. This is the problem, ma'am. So no, you can't make a 3 or 4 into a housewife. You just proved that with this video, ma'am. I swear, they have nothing up here, guys, nothing. We're just going to skip this video.
There are 2 things, as a 43-year-old woman, going back to dating after being single for 5 years by choice, that I won't deal with, like, kind of like deal breakers. So number 1 is...
She's talking about standards, guys, where she's 43 and has a neck tattoo.
I don't think anyone should be having adult-friendly relations outside of a relationship. Now, if you do that, I'm not judging you. That is
And we don't think any woman should have a neck tattoo.
your business. But me personally, unless I'm in a committed relationship, you're not getting the goods, okay? If you're not locking it down, you're not locking it down, you know what I'm saying? So that's number one. And number two, I am kind of like an intentional dater, so I know what I want and what I don't want. So all these kind of go with the flow kind of people, great, that's wonderful for you. But listen, I'm happy single, so unless we are intentionally dating and we are on the same page and we kind of know where we're going.
So another red flag, she doesn't need men, she's perfectly fine being single. So why would a man want to date you, ma'am? Only a simp would want to date you. Stop being simps.
Going and what we want from the situation, I'm not interested. So yeah, 2 deal breakers for me. And if that means I stay single for another 5 years, so be it, because who fucking cares? I'm happy anyway.
There's nothing I can't stand more than a ugly or mid man with the audacity. The first thing I always think is, what absolute queen, what stunning, beautiful goddess gave you a chance, so now you think you have the audacity. That's always what it is. It's always a beautiful girl who's probably...
But guys, remember, they keep telling us, oh, don't be shy, come up to us and ask us out. This is why men don't want to ask you out, because you clown on them for being medium ugly, ma'am.
Probably a people pleaser who goes after these men who are like, I don't even know, they negotiated their way onto earth for real. And all of a sudden, they break up for whatever the case may be, and they go around thinking they are just the absolute tits. Sir, go back to your wife, because the rest of us, we don't see it, Quasimodo.
I'm so sick of hypergamy and women being blamed for everything that's wrong with men right now. Isolation is because of hypergamy and women. Depression is hypergamy and women. Men are all celibate, it's because of hypergamy. Why is nobody talking about the fact that in the modern age, men have been hardwired to consume women in a digital way, and that is what is contributing to celibacy?
Ma'am, and why do you think that is? It's because the majority of men don't have access to women. And we don't blame hypergamy. We blame women's nature, ma'am. If you understand women's nature, which hypergamy is a part of women's nature, then all of this makes sense. But you don't want to see it from our point of view, you only see it from your point of view, and it's clear you're bitter towards men, ma'am. We're just going to skip this video because it's very stupid.
I think a huge cause of the loneliness epidemic is the fact that women want simps and men don't want to be simps because other men have told them that being a simp is almost as bad as being a woman. And because a lot of men care more about male approval than they do about having a female partner, they will flat out refuse to be a simp. And then they'll have the...
Ma'am, first of all, you talk too fast. That's why you don't have a man. It doesn't have to do anything with being a simp. No man would stand being next to you and hear you talk for 10 minutes. I would go crazy, ma'am. I'm sorry, but I would go crazy. And second of all, ma'am, it's not because of what I say. It's because of what men have dealt with in relationships. Every man at some point in his life was a simp. And he saw that when he was a simp and did everything for that woman, he didn't get respect back in return. He got cheated on. He got yelled at. That woman acted crazy, even though he made everything to make that woman happy. So it's not that just I say or other people say don't be a simp. It's because their own history, it's because their own interactions with women showed them that being a simp doesn't mean that you will have a happy relationship, ma'am.
What a really lovely and refreshing comment. At the age of 31, I have left it too late to date. Obviously, 31 is not too old. I know that.
Yes, ma'am, but you don't look 31, you look older.
I definitely know that in my heart of hearts. 31 is not too old. And being single throughout my 20s was essentially a choice because I really suffered with my mental health. And any time that I started to date or, went into something, with someone, I would end up picking the wrong guy because I have a sort of like disorganized attachment style where I couldn't recognize the behaviors. Now, as an adult and someone who has done a lot of work on themselves,
you're still single and you're still in denial, and you think that your age has nothing to do with the fact that you can get a man or not. The older you get, ma'am, the harder it is to find a good man. And the fact that your therapist or whoever helped you resolve that trauma didn't tell you this, you just wasted your time, ma'am.
hell of a lot of work, has been through some really trying and tough times with dating. I thought that someone who showed up as a green flag was being a green flag. And sorry if that's not good enough, but I really try and take things at face value now. Really try not to overthink everything, and looking out for green flags and going with the green flags and going with the people that I think like me.
Ma'am, do you understand that men can lie? Men can read you. If I were going on a date with you, I could read you and tell you exactly what you want to hear. That doesn't mean I'm a green flag. So all that therapy that you did to heal yourself was for nothing. Actually, somebody should have told you how to understand men, how to see beyond their lies, and how to see the red flags, not the green flags, ma'am. Why? Because people can lie.
And it still doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So, cheers for this comment. There's lots of reasons as to why people do leave dating later, and why a lot of people try to better themselves in their 30s and thinking that everyone else who's in the same position in their 30s and single is trying to do the same.
If y'all have a man who was willing to make your lunch, in one of the videos it was because she forgot to make her own lunch, so he took the time to make her lunch and bring it to her work, and this, not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble, this snatch has the audacity to come on TikTok and make it content by humiliating her man. I'm sorry,
Exactly like the previous woman that said she was a 3 or 4 in her past. So you found a simp that agreed to marry you even though you were a 3 or 4, and that wasn't enough. You had to humiliate him on camera for everybody to see, for all his friends to see, that you admit being a 3 or 4. Why, ma'am? Why couldn't you just keep that a secret if you actually found a good guy? Why do you need to brag about being a 3 or 4? Why? Because that 3 or 4 behavior didn't leave you, ma'am. That's why men don't want to date you.
Did he forget your kale chips? Did he forget your organic applesauce? Did he forget to cut your sandwich into heart shapes? So it's okay to humiliate your man when it's for likes? That's disgusting behavior.
And you know why that is, ma'am? It's because the validation and attention that her man gives her is not enough. As I said in a previous video, if that guy is everything to you, then why do you still need Instagram or TikTok or validation from strangers? You don't. So if you still have all those applications and you still want all that attention, is because you don't really love him. You just settled with him.
This man took time out of his day because you didn't do what you were supposed to do as a grown woman and make your own lunch. I'm going to post some of these because I ended up in a rabbit hole. I'm going to post some of these videos at the end of this video so you can watch and you can see why I'm so angry. But how dare you?
So let's do an unboxing, because clearly it's a little full. I just have a feeling this is going to be really good.
Alright guys, this is what my boyfriend packs me for lunch. We have like 2 beets in a large container. I have a hamburger patty in a large container.
Guys, this is what you deserve when you pick women like this, especially when you pick a woman that has a TikTok account. You will never be enough for her.
I have 2 eggs and a chicken sausage, a banana. Oh, this is my yogurt finally. And then peanut butter, peach, bagel, margarine, style tuna salad. Where's my bread? Where's my bread for my hamburger? I want to get Oreo and crackers and 2 waters. I don't know how to feel about today, but I'll try to make it work.
Why is it that every single time I log into this app, there is a woman on this app shaming men for the way that they look? It's always, oh, don't ever go for the medium ugly men. Why are men so ugly?
Yeah, we had 2 videos like that in this video alone.
I don't even like men anymore because they're so emotionally, like, unavailable and not emotionally in tune, and they have nothing, like, the way that women are so freely to drag men for literally no reason or based off one singular experience with a man.
Yes, and I get called a misogynist just because I critique what women say. But I never said we shouldn't have women, all women are ugly. I never said I hate women, but women have no problem saying all of those things. And for them it's okay. But anything a guy says, oh, you're an incel. Of course, ma'am.
And then she makes it about all men is freaking crazy. What happened to y'all? How is it that you don't want men to speak about your weight, your breasts, you know, like the size of your waist, all of these things? None of that is like, as a woman, we get filters, we get makeup, we get all of these things that help and enhance our appearance. So who are we to judge men just for existing?
Last Saturday, on June 28th, my wife went out with a friend who was recently divorced. She invited my wife out to a brewery for a fundraiser, and she had told me that she would be gone from about 4 to 8. She took our youngest to their house to play with her friend's child, who are the same age, and their teenage daughter who was going to watch them.
As I told you before, guys, single women make other women single. If that woman is recently divorced, she wants to go have fun. She's looking for a man. Your wife shouldn't be with her. Your wife shouldn't be the wingman. Why? Because she's married. And that shows disrespect towards you, my guy.
Fast forward to 9-ish, and I haven't heard from her. I know they left the brewery and apparently decided to go bar hopping to find her a man. Ooh. Okay. Not a big deal to me. I'm comfortable with her being a wingman anytime. Around 11,
It's because you're a simp, my guy. That's the problem. You're not the man of the house.
I text her to see how it's going. And again, looking for a man for the friend. I send back the laugh emoji and a thumbs up. Crickets until 1 a.m. She says my son is asleep and she is sleeping there and she's being the designated driver. I doubt that, but my wife is pretty good at pacing herself. At this point, I find it really odd that she wouldn't just wake up our kid and come home at 1 a.m. So I get curious and check to see where her car is. It's a newer car, so the app shows the location, and they're at another bar until about 1:30. This is where it gets uncomfortable for me. They leave.
Can you hear that? It gets uncomfortable for him. My guy, are you a man or are you a woman? You get uncomfortable. You're not comfy anymore, my guy. Do you want a comfy chair? You're not comfortable anymore? I swear, guys, some men are so weak and so feminine.
Leave and go to a random house. Nowhere near her friend's house or anything. I find it a little odd. Her car doesn't...
Oh, he's uncomfortable and now he finds it a little odd.
Leave from that point on. Around 2:30, I decide that I need to do some recon. It's about a 20-minute drive, but away from town. I drive out there and there's a house and barn and clearly a party going on. I get out and get close enough that I can hear people and music, but not close enough to really see because it was a gravel driveway and I didn't want to make noise. So I sit around for about an hour deciding how I should handle the situation. Do I wait until Sunday and ask her how everything went last night and what time they got in and see if she lies to me? Or do I...
So basically she's asking himself, should I be more of a simp or not?
Do I confront the situation? Around 3:30, I decide I need to just drive up and see what happens. I pull up with my lights off. Nobody notices because of the music. I peek into the barn and there's a camper trailer with no lights on. I go over to the house and see my wife's friend and two guys talking. I peek in the window and nobody else is visible. I walk in the front door and say I'm looking for my wife. And the two guys look surprised. And one guy introduces himself. I was happy it didn't get confrontational. My wife's friend immediately walks out and takes me over to a different camper trailer and walks in and shuts the door. And I quickly hop in there and my wife is sleeping on the bed. So we go outside and I'm like, I just had to make sure my wife is safe, but explain that I don't think it's okay that a married person would meet random guys and go to their house.
True, my guy. It just disrespects you as a man and disrespects your family and your children. Do you understand? What about if somebody saw her? Hey, my guy, are you still married with that woman? I saw her in a barn with two guys. Even though your wife didn't do anything, my guy.
There is some other dialogue, but for the sake of time, I'll spare some of that. But basically, I peace out and just say that I'm mostly upset that they would leave my child unaccompanied all night, and if they wanted to go bar hopping all night, I wouldn't really care. But I don't think married couples should be in a position like this, because they spent the whole night there. Next morning, at 7:30 a.m., my wife texts me and says that they're at my wife's friend's house. So she comes home around 2 p.m. on Sunday, and I walk in with my other kids, and she's like, "Are you still mad at me for falling asleep?" I didn't say anything to her, and we had a sports barbecue that I ended up being at until about 9 p.m. with my kids, and she was asleep when I got home. I got up early this morning and went to work. Am I the a-hole, or am I too crazy for confronting the situation?
No, my guy, you're just a big, big simp. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.